Dear Journal, have you ever seen the video of the first geocache by the person who put it out? It's a must-watch if you have any interest in geocaching. I'll leave a link in the description.
I'm gonna go bury this thing. Here's a list of things.
Whoa, 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 bury it? Are you Satan? Are you actually Satan for digging a hole for a cache? How did we ever let this guy get away with this? And I'll stop doing that now. But I will offer my unrequested response to these auspicious words here.
Look. And we're gonna see if we can do thousands of these all over the country so people can go find these stashes just via the coordinates and trade stuff.
Well, you got your wish, laddie. It's hard for me to not rant like I just traveled back in time. Dave, I'm from the future. Listen, man, the caches and the idea are pretty cool, but you don't understand. By 2023, there are 3.5 million caches out. Do you understand? Not thousands, millions. And a lot of them, I gotta be honest, despite all these decent geocaches out there now, a ton of those 3 million would be considered trash if we use your first cache as the standard. You know, I get it, games evolve, but they come out with these things called nanos. And some people say they enjoy them, Dave, but clearly those people have suffered some sort of traumatic brain damage. And cell phones, they evolve into powerful and accessible computers with satellite connections. I mean, our orbit's littered with satellites now, but the phones end up being used more than handheld GPSs, which ain't exactly bad, but you end up with people who apparently can't even be bothered to Google how to geocache, and then you want them to try and use satellites and navigation software. God bless their little, I didn't find it, but I'm marking it found anyway hearts. And then they end up hiding caches made out of water bottles with narrow mouths, so you can't actually fit anything good in them. What do you mean, what's Google? Sorry. Sorry, got carried away there. I may have used my little time travel bit there to micro-rant, but if you had a chance to go back in time and say something to Dave before he puts the first cache out, what would you say? Mom, it's my birthday, what'd you say? I would say Elsewhere. Elsewhere was a new cache that got published near Halloween, and it happened to be bigger than a bucket. So in the true spirit of geocaching, I went and stashed some stuff there. What do we got here? We got the Star Wars Holiday Special, as purchased by my sister and brother-in-law, like decades ago or whatever. I'm impressed because they're not the piratey sort. If you haven't seen this, then don't worry. It's awfully weird. It's very weird. Yeah, I'm not going to include a clip that I'm just going to have to snip out or mute the audio because of YouTube. You can look at this screenshot right here if you've ever seen it before. You know what part right here haunts my nightmares. That's right, it doesn't give me nightmares. It gives my nightmares nightmares. It haunts my nightmares. So yeah, somebody can have my pirated version in case one day the internet is gone. Got the Muppets Mad Libs. I was going to write my name in every single spot, but I don't have that kind of neurotic dedication. Also, I saw it said the Disney Muppets, so I was kind of cheesed about that. I don't know why. Any excuse to get my Kermit voice out, though. It's my party trick. Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog reporting live from the Halloween geocache. Yeah, it's my little party trick. I drive it into the ground. Couldn't help myself. Here's a headlamp, but I put all the for rectal use only. Some regular stuff, Star Wars stickers, Pokemon, geodes, yeah, smash me, get some pretty rocks, an unopened Iomega 250 meg zip drive disc. Yes, sorry, Bob, good for, give your discs for schoolwork. Keep all your important files, Make copies of your best work. The super floppy preferred by millions. Well, that was my nickname back in college. It's terrible. All right, well, I got to put all this stuff in the containers. So, kudos, CO. Nice to have a big old cache to put stuff in. I'll put it in properly, don't worry. And finally, as you know, Journal, if it ain't about the cache, then it better be about the location. Let's see why the CO brought us here. As it turns out, William Penn of Pennsylvania fame was in good standings with the Lenape tribes native to this location, but when he died, his kids took over, and they were kind of dicks. They dusted off some old draft of a land purchase and went to the Lenape chief to stake their claim. Obviously, I'm summarizing here and maybe making some questionable dialogue decisions, but it appears the chief was like, "Hey, alright, your dad was pretty chill. He was down with the Lenape. Let me see a little dusty document. Alright, what do we got here? Alright, tell you what, I'll give you all the land to the east of what a man can walk in a day." Or something to that effect. That's why the sign says Indian Walk, although if you notice, it's in quotes. I don't know if that's because of the generally frowned upon word of Indian, or if it's because the sign makers knew that what Penn's kids did was hire 3 of the best runners to do a relay on a planned route for maximum land swindling, including having locals clear out and mark some trails, lay out a few temporary bridges, leave little caches of food and water, so that the boys could lay claim to massive amounts of property. Property that I geocache on today. Quite the screw. It appears there was bloodshed after, but in the end, well, here's a large phallic stone and a sign that doesn't quite explain things properly. So, shout out to the CO for including the proper history. Pretty crazy. Kind of depressing. Ugh, I need something that's not depressing. Oh God, cemetery.